Howdy folks, Papa Joe here. Want to talk to you about coincidences. A lot of people, when you go talking to them about God and what He's done in your life, they want to tell you, oh, it's a coincidence. Or as they said in a movie, what was that, The Longest Yard, I think, a Kawinkydingy. I like that, Kawinkydingy. It's just a Kawinkydingy. I don't believe so. Now, I'll use my life for an example. Growing up, my parents didn't go to church. I don't think I'd seen them in church half a dozen times my whole life, even as an adult. And we was out in the hills, true hillbillies. If a local church wanted to come pick us up and take us kids to school, poor boys, then we could go to church. Our parents weren't taking us. So we went to church just to get away from the home, go see how real people lived, you know, whatnot. We went to a wide variety of churches because one reason or another, this church would stop picking us up. Another church would. We would move, whatever. But throughout the course of my childhood and adolescence, I went to a wide variety of churches. Got a little taste of several of them. Out here as a truck driver, when the Lord came into my life, we have Truck Stop Ministries, which is one big organization, not all of them, but the majority of them, out of Georgia. But they are fulfilled by different local churches, and not necessarily all Baptist or all Protestant or all this or all that, just by Christian folks. Whoever the organization can get in that community to work the chapel service here at the truck stops. I also would stop, a good friend of mine, Pork Chop, Kenny. Me and him, he was a Christian brother. Me and him would stop at a wide variety of churches, wherever we could park close by or get our trucks into, and we would go to regular churches, not just the Truck Stop Ministry. So I've had dealings with all kinds of churches, talked to all kinds of different folks. I don't think it was a coincidence. Now, I've taken pictures out here over the years. I've been out here 25 years, more or less. I've taken a lot of pictures, and after the kids got me into computer and stuff, I started storing them on computer. And now, my son has taken those pictures and for some reason, when I would take them, I would break them down on the computer into files for what state they were or what subject they were. And don't know why, but I did it. Now the son's using it for this YouTube to make little movies of different states and different subjects. Huh. Kawinkydingy. There's just been a lot of little stuff in my life that has led up to this point. Just like this job. Any other job, I wouldn't really be taking a lot of time to stop and be making these videos. But the Lord's put me into this place, and it seems like a pretty decent job, decent place to be, which that's another video. Excuse me. So all of this has fallen into place to help out with this YouTube channel and me trying to talk and spread the word to y'all on YouTube. I don't necessarily find that a Kawinkydingy. I think the good Lord has known. Now, I don't believe that when you're born, God says, all right, this person's going to be a sinner, this one's going to be a saint, this one's going to heaven, this one's going to hell. I don't buy into that. There are those that do, but I don't. A predetermined life and all that. God gave us free will for us to have the ability to make our own choices. Now, yes, I do believe that there are people that, well, probably all of us, because we all have the will of God in us when we're born, and a desire to actually be with God and to have a relationship with God. I know that opened a can of worms for some. But I don't think we have a predetermined life and all that. He gives some of us different gifts, whether it's being an artist by painting, or a musician, or a doctor, or whatever. Yes, I do believe he gives us these gifts. It is up to us what we do with those gifts. Now, you can take your gifts, and if you're a singer, you can sing for the Lord. You can sing just for the people. Or you can sing for the devil. And we have plenty of artists that do all the above. You have to make a choice what you're going to do with them. So, it's choices. We have a right to choose. Now, do we choose to use this stuff for God or no? Some of the stuff that we do, we don't even realize that it's setting us up for something down the road, but God knows. It wasn't a coincidence that I've gone through all these different churches to have a little bit of understanding of them. It wasn't a coincidence that for some reason I got a photo bug and decided to take all these pictures that hopefully y'all would check out and enjoy. God works on us. He does stuff in his way. He now, just because I was going to these churches taking these pictures, and that I feel that he was working in my life and leading me to do this stuff, that doesn't mean that he made me come to him. Okay? It was my choice to come to him, to start living for him. So it all worked out cool, you know. He's had me doing this stuff all along, and it might have been in his plans that Joe's going to do this. Oh, I don't know if he just hit something or not. Watching the truck back in over here. He didn't plan on that. But he probably was hoping that Joe would choose to start following him, which I have chose to. So all this stuff that was being set up in the past is now working for God's good. I hope it is. I feel that it is. I feel that I'm doing what he wants me to do. So if you got stuff going on in your life and you're like, why in the world? Well, it might not be in the world. It might be just above the world. So when you start hearing people talking about the Kawinkydinkies, oh, that's just a Kawinkydinky, don't buy into it. The good Lord might be working on you. Now, it could be a Kawinkydinky, but it might not. Think about that. So I'm quite happy in the place that I'm at, where the Lord has put me and brought me to. And I think that I'm doing what he's wanting me to do. I hope I am. And I think the stuff that he has put me through in my past and had me do in my past, I think it's actually coming to his glory. And that's great. That's a good feeling. So that's my rambling on Kawinkydinkies. So y'all think about your Kawinkydinkies. You have a good day now. God bless you. Love y'all. Bye.